Special counsel Robert Mueller and his team will be investigating this meeting and the emails disclosed by Donald Trump Jr. But remember, there are also several congressional investigations looking into the potential ties between Russia and the Trump campaign. And my next guest is a member of one of those congressional committees, the House Intelligence Committee, Democratic Congressman Mike Quigley. Thanks so much for being here, Congressman.
Thank you, Anna.
Our reports say the FBI did not know about this meeting. Did your committee know about this meeting or these emails before Donald Trump Jr. published them?
I'm not sure what the committee might have known. It was news to me when the email story broke yesterday.
Do you worry there may be more meetings or contacts that you haven't learned about or the special counsel doesn't know about yet?
I think what I've learned in this investigation is that there's going to be surprises every day and every week. I think that's what the American public has seen. I'm often asked, are we connecting the dots? My answer is we're connecting some dots, but mostly we're learning about more dots. It's part of a more complicated, larger pattern that we have to piece together so we can find out exactly what took place.
Last night, Trump Jr. in his interview with Fox News said if he could go back to June when this meeting happened, he would have done things differently. He played the political novice. Will ignorance be an acceptable defense?
Yeah, you know, I suspect at the best it's naivete. At worst, it's something along the lines of an element of a conspiracy. I mean, there are more questions being asked than answered here about this latest revelation. I mean, what else was said at the meeting? How many meetings were there? I mean, they had denied existence of any of these things until recently. Now they're acknowledging it. What else aren't they telling us? And why were there other campaign officials there, like Manafort and Kushner? I mean, they're clearly not having campaign people there to talk about adoptions out of Russia.
We know Donald Trump Jr. went into this meeting thinking he was going to get dirt on Hillary Clinton, believing that there was a Russian effort to help his father win the election, according to the email chain that has been disclosed by Donald Trump Jr. himself. You're a former criminal defense attorney. Putting your legal hat on here, do you see anything illegal?
Well, first of all, in the simplest terms, there's campaign violations. You're not allowed to take contributions from foreign sources, and you're not allowed to solicit information from those you know to be foreign. So, I mean, at the very least, there's campaign violations. But what I think we're seeing in a larger here is a pattern of a conspiracy and a criminal violation. You know, I don't think anything's been proven yet, and the American public needs to be cautioned. We're more at the beginning stages of the investigation than the later stages. But clearly the pattern here with other elements, in which Mr. Stone says he knew Julian Assange and he knew when the next attacks were going to take place. We have reports of setting up back channels with the Kremlin out of the Russian embassy by Mr. Kushner. Clearly, again, these are the elements of a conspiracy at the very early stages.
Do you believe Trump Jr. when he says his father knew nothing about this meeting?
Well, I hear how close he is to his family and his father. Those are his exact words. It defies credibility that something of this magnitude, that he was, as he said, he's going to love to hear, especially late in the summer, isn't something he wouldn't share with the candidate who happens to be his father.
Now, Jared Kushner, you mentioned, is somebody who was at the meeting, who is still an active part of our executive branch. Do you feel his security clearance should be suspended until the investigations are concluded?
I believe there's enough questions about Mr. Kushner's role in this entire process for his clearance to be held back and to see where we go from here. Remember, we're talking about elements of things that can be used against him. We can't have anybody who gets the information of this high a level facing the possibility of some bad information being used against him. That's exactly why we have concerns about his security clearance.
I want you to listen to the leader of the Republican Party, also the leader of the House Speaker Paul Ryan, commenting on these emails.
Look, I'm not going to go into hypotheticals only because I think it's important that we get to the bottom of all of this. As you all know, I supported Bob Mueller being appointed special counsel, and I think we need to let him and his team and our investigators here do their jobs and follow these leads wherever they may lay and follow wherever they may go and follow the facts.
Congressman, do you think Republicans are being too soft?
I think the Speaker should have taken another step. I think he should have said to the President of the United States, hey, if you think this is a witch hunt, tell your people to come forward and testify under oath. Quit holding back. And by the way, quit calling it a witch hunt. Make sure that we have the resources to go forward and have the President of the United States quit threatening to fire Mr. Mueller and his work. At the very least, it's an attempt at a chilling effect of the investigation involving the White House.
Now, President Trump just said, we played it here, his interview with the CBN, Christian Broadcast Network. He said Vladimir Putin would be happier if Hillary Clinton was president. What's your reaction?
Yeah, it's pretty clear in the public testimony from the intelligence community that just the opposite is true. And it's pretty clear that the intelligence community unanimously has said it was the Russians that hacked in their democratic process. In the first public hearing, Mr. Comey said it was the Russians, and they did it to benefit President Trump, candidate Trump, and to hurt candidate Hillary Clinton. So again, the President of the United States is defying the advice and the words of the intelligence community, however strong they might be.
Congressman Quigley.